Here we are, Reaper's Coast. We made it. You celebrate too early. To be God-woken is all well and good, but above all, I've yet to find the Master. Somewhere further inland, Roost Anlon breathes. All I have to do now is pick up his scent and make his last breath worth my while.
Well now,
Ifan claps you on the shoulder.
What can I do for you?
Come on, let's keep moving.
Speak.
Not much of a landlubber, but some...
Yes.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion? A dying shark lies gasping on the sand, bleeding from the mouth and gills. It turns its dark and soulless eyes to you. Its bloody gills open in search of water, but find only air. It gasps in the air, struggling for the breath to speak. Its own blood froths at its mouth.
No! Die here! Monsters in the water! Monsters in the deep! Monsters bigger! More and more growing!
It summons the energy to snap at you, thrashing in the sand. You jump back.
No! Die here! Oh, monsters in the water! Monsters in the deep! Monsters in the deep! Oh, the world is dying.
The shark lays there, gasping quietly in the sunshine. Blood bubbles at its mouth. You...
Our shield has gone mad! It's attacking! Evasive maneuvers, Quackers!
A boy at swim. Your name is Joe. You're 9. You're brave. You're off to see your mum. A shadow moves below you. A jagged vice closes on your thigh and pulls you down. Water fills your lungs. You are an abomination. A crucified figure blazing with sauce. You hear screams, and then the scent.
Quercus! Put some space between us and this lunatic!
What happened here?
That Voidwoken had someone in its claws.
Worms, take you!
A Magister caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up.
No, it's not.
Could have been a shipment to
Can't
Port
be
Joy.
true.
But what happened
White
to
as
her?
drifted salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade aloft.
Back! Get back! I'll kill you.
Shh, lass. I know you're all afraid. In times like these, I don't blame you. But I ain't out to hurt you. Now, why don't you take a few breaths and tell me what happened?
She slumps, all bravado draining from her.
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone?
Voidwoken, you mean? Poor thing. No wonder you were scared. I'd be
Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. ripped through the Magisters. The dwarves. Dead. Dead.
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as marbles. It's not cold, yet her shivering is relentless.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Duna's beard. Lohar. My boss, Lohar, will want to know what happened to them, but I can't.
Lohar, eh? Where will I find this boss of yours?
Oh, well, you'll find him in Effie's Emporium, beneath the Black Bull. He's a fine man. A little gruff, yeah.
She looks up at Beast through tear-stained eyes, but you can see her resolve hardening as she remembers who she is and what she stands for.
Oh, Seven sympathy. I saw those things dragging the sorcerers along the cliffs towards the Wreckers' caves.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass. Terror in her eyes, she stumbles away from you.
Lucky find.
A scruffy kid bounds up and stands before you, hands on hips. He stares at your face, doubt screwing up his features.
You Ben Mezd? Yep, that's just what he said you'd say, Ifan. Righto, got a message for you. Chap called Baron Laveri wants to see you. Black Bull Tavern, first floor.
The kid shoves his hands in his pockets and ambles off, whistling.
Come on!
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
Ma!
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh! Ma! Are you all right? Ma! Huh? Oh, please, there was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters and there were sorcerers too. And then they killed everyone. And my ma got them to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me to run. And now she's stuck over there not without ma. Family doesn't just leave each other. You will? Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? Yeah. You'll make one, and I'll...
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble and chucks it across the river.
I'll keep distracting him.
He performs a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma. Come on!
And who are you? Oh, never mind, no time. Hurry on in and gear up. There's a void woken right out the front door. Barin? He's still out there? Damn it, I told him to go back in. We gotta do this fast. Let's get those bugs out of here. You in? By the 7, that's what I'm talking about. I got all the fixings here for every kind of bomb, grenade, missile and shell you can imagine. Make what you want and then let's go! Ready, set, squash! me good.
Mari flashes a massive horsey smile at you, then winces, her left arm hanging limply at her side.
By the seven, that was something. What'd I tell you? Nice scratch on me. None that last, at least. Glad my little guy got to see it. Oh, sure. Just a nasty bruise by the feel of it. May have to lay off blasting beasties for a day or two hereafter. The fighter's lament. Didn't catch your name, though. I'm Mari. Pleasure's mine. You all right? Dunno about you, but I never was afraid of bugs. Then again, if you hadn't rolled in when you did, I might be whistling Teedle-dee in a void woken's belly by now. I owe you one. Always happy to squash a bug if I get the chance. Especially with a toughie like you on the front. Hate to cut this short, but I ought to dash off. My boy's waiting for me. Mind lowering the bridge, though? I find myself slightly indisposed for the moment. There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay? And how's my little spider monkey doing? Safe and sound?
Spider monkey? You mean dragon?
Come here, you.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down Mari's nose, falls on the black stubble on Barin's head. She strokes the wet drop away, smiling. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her eyes are closed, her lips turned in a serene smile as she...
My boy, my good boy.
Hey, wait, one sec. Ma! Look. Thank you so much for helping my ma. All those void woken. Sheesh.
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Raymond what you did. He's real high up in the order, and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Reckon there's space for us in the Magistra's barracks. Raymond ought not to turn down his own cousin. Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magistra caravan. Must have been sorcerers inside. Voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it.
Mari looks to Barin and flexes. He does the same back at her.
Luck wishes. We're off into town. Best of luck to you, mate. And come say hi if you make your way inside.
junk. Under lock and key. Fasten tight. Nice. Rather large for a cellar, isn't it?
What's this? I found something.
I've spotted something.
you ever think about running off? Like Barbie and Sally?
Ah, yes. One of Mary's heroes passes. Come on through, but mind the smell.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember
We
me.
dwarves had a kingdom, and we will have it back.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
His eyes glitter as he stands tall to tell the story, hands waving expressively. You can see it's a story he's used to telling, one he enjoys weaving.
So, underneath the tavern in Driftwood, there's a place I feel right at home. A delightful little hive of scum and villainy. A few months back, I was relaxing down there after all of a sudden, a tiger prowls in. I jump up, but everyone else is just ignoring it. And then he picks up my scent. His eyes turn blue. I flip the table and start scrambling for my crossbow. Nowhere to be found. And by now, the tiger's right on top of my eyeballs. So I do the only thing I can think of. And now everybody reacts. Screaming, scrambling around, pelting for the stairs. Drinks flying everywhere. Turns out it was Drudene messing with me. Stronger stuff than I'm used to. Also turns out some people don't appreciate spectral wolves tearing up the place. So some people called magisters on me. Well, it's guarded by a grouchy-seeming dwarf named of Papa Thrash. But he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. I love that password of his. Open minds and closed fists. I'm from the deserts of Mezd originally. My parents died when I was very young. No more than they were spice merchants, killed by bandits as we were trading on the forest roads. The elves nearby saved me afterwards.
Ifan bites his lip, hard enough to draw.
They were my home until I was old enough to join the Order. Mother Melody always said I'd have a hard life. She saw it as fact, since I was born under the waxing moon. Ah, a lively one. Generous and high-spirited. I've been striving my whole life to prove mine wrong. To, zero success. So far. For sure. Always carry a snack.
Ifan reaches into his tunic pocket and pulls out a strip of dried raw meat. He takes a tiny bite and offers the rest to you.
Now, what else do I have to share?
Ifan rummages around the roll-down tops of his boots and grins in victory.
Aha.
He hands you the mushroom with great ceremony, bowing as he holds it aloft.
Oh, this one's not for eating. By you, anyway. But I'll tell you, it comes in handy if you're dining with someone who really needs to lose their life.
Ifan smiles and looks around before reaching high into his sleeve and pulling out a tiny herbal wrap. The unmistakable scent.
The last weapon in the lone wolf arsenal. You know, for after.
He winks and tips his fingers to his temples before loping off.
Not much of a landlubber, but something.
The door has been sealed shut. The magisters have nailed a notice to the door. The notice reads, "Warning, do not enter, crime scene. Meister SIVA has been accused of conspiracy, murder and high treason. She shall hang by the hands at the farmlands gallows until trial. Anyone found trespassing on these premises before her trial concludes shall be charged as an accomplice and will you notice that the message is signed Magister Raymond in the name of Dallas Most Holy.
You can't go in, mister. The Meister isn't home and the Magisters locked the door. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one. She's my friend. She was one of the Magisters once. She was very high up. She used to look for God people and help them. But then she stopped that and just stayed in the house all the time. She used to play with me, but then the Magisters took her away, they did. I'm not allowed outside the village.
She looks around theatrically to see if there's anyone listening.
When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns and skips away.
Do you even know what they've done to you?
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discoloured. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, God-woken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. Or, indeed, you could stand there gulping as if I just run off with your femur. You might not have the brains anymore, but I pray you've managed to keep some wits.
The lizard grimaces, shifting awkwardly as she dangles.
I am in intense pain. You are either insufferably cruel or insufferably stupid. Insufferably stupid. As if there was any doubt. Ugh. It was obvious. Your bones are bleached by the sun, but not about your neck. You wore a collar, and thus you were... No undead creature lasts long enough in Fort Joy to be collared. Therefore you must have a mask to conceal your identity. Only an important person would carry such a prestigious item, and no one important gets free from Fort Joy without help. The Seeker... Now, an important person does not come to Driftwood unless they seek someone even more important than themselves, so I further surmise you are here for me and will help me down.
A slow, pained grin spreads across the lizard's face.
Not quite as stupid as I imagined. I am still head of the Seekers, boy. I can taste your sauce. It wafts about you like honeysuckle on the breeze. Now, if you would be so kind, my bonds.
The Meister bares her teeth, stained a deep pink.
Malady is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot train you, but I can certainly help you on your path, as long as I am free of this rope. Because along with torture and interrogation, the Magisters found space in their schedules to purge me. They spent quite some time at it too. Apparently I was a rich vein to be mined, and now I hang powerless as any butchered carcass. No offense meant towards your own venerable carcass, of course. They stopped the process just as the last of my power drained away. Just enough to rob me of my strength, but not enough to leave me a hollow sack of flesh. I had hoped they simply wished to preserve my charm and beauty, but no. It seemed Dallas had ordered that I be held until she could do the deed herself. To give it the personal touch, I imagine. Now that you have had that... that delightful little nugget of gossip, perhaps you could do your damn job and let me loose? By the seven, where are you going? Get me down!
A Magister guard approaches. Behind her, on the gallows, two lizards. One in a Magister uniform hangs dead from her neck. The other hangs from her hands, still alive.
Step away from the prisoner! That's internal order business. You do well to leave it alone. Let's just say Zeus and there was of help to sorcerers, and leave it at that. You're going to... what, now? She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me.
I ain't buying that without an order from Julian or Raymond himself. Think I'll leave the prisoner right here for the time being. And you... No gawkers, please. On your way.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape.
Well, have you found time in your busy schedule to do your duty and release me? Be quick about it, before the Magistra realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net. What are you waiting for? Do it, damn you! If they find out what you are, you'll be blessed to end up hanging beside me. What? Where are you going?
Move along, move along. You insult me. Why, I wouldn't do it for an entire bag of gold coins.
Is this really necessary?
Well, have you found... Be quick about it, before the Magister... Excellent! Now, if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do any more damage.
Yield to none.
In a flurry of feathers, she leaps up and pecks a small hole in...
That's where they are. I went after my babies. I saw where they went. But they've changed so much, so much. Bring them back. Ah!
There's one unaffected egg behind them. Perhaps there's still a chance. There you are, little egg.
Baby's gone! Stolen egg! Stolen and gone! Help, 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 help! Ah! Transform! Not a chicky baby anymore! All gone! All gone for good!
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her foot, kicking it under her warm underbelly and settling down upon it contentedly.
Shh! Little Peeper baby, Mama's here, warm and here with you again.
She cocks a black eye up at you and...
Thank you. I have something for you. Something I buried behind the coop. It's your... Unless some other scratch lip.
I've spotted something.
Ah, yes. One of Mary's hit.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentioned...
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder.
I swear by the seven if...
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister...
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister SIVA freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation.
The Meister turns to you, her eyes wide with worry.
Oh, pardon. I'm so sorry. How could I have forgotten? Thank you so much. Thank you for rescuing me after they had already strung me up.
She stops mid-shout, descending into a fit of coughing, wheezing, and groaning. She glowers at you as she slowly regains...
We are quite finished with politeness. There is so much to do. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magistrate will... Kindly remove that painting from the wall. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Push the button. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is...
Ancient rooms? Weird contraptions? This place is an Arcanist's dream.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to...
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? You would trade every soul in Rivellon for the sake of knowledge. You would make a ferocious librarian. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, source in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient.
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
Once, although not by a Godwoken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become...
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly.
A headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... was quite educational. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death. Well, certainly. It is not my place to police the stupidity of others. I have to admit I was curious. Imagine if it had been a success. Why, then anyone could have ascended. Even I... Alas, success was beyond her reach. Quite fascinating to watch, though. I've never seen a body burn from the inside out before. And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the Cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot. Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, source in the fountain. Go!
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue, and you gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed. As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking.
This recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble echo of your own.
Thane! My child. Come. Come closer. Let no beast, no monster, merely an illusion to be dispelled.
The apparition clasps your face in shaking skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become...
Time to open the eyes you lost so long ago. Speak the spell, and see.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you, Fane? Your sister, your guardian. Your kindred soul was my last refuge, my last bastion. From here I can aid.
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god. Once, perhaps. Today, immortality is only permanent until the day it ceases. The forces of the king are hunting us down, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are battling for our very survival, and I doubt you would have us lose, Fane. Should we perish, we will be cast into oblivion, and I dare not dream what he will do to you. Our battle is a work in progress. I did not say all was... You must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are. United, we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we are to survive the onslaught of the king and his void and once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful. It is a lake. A pool of pure source. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine. A mortal we infused with our united strength. But you, Fane, you could be so much more. And that is why you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost. You are no mere mortal. You are one of us. You could become the eternal divine. The void has never been this strong. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the... Even all those powers will barely be enough to defeat the king. Whatever for. The other gods will either bow to you or be undone. Of course, the others are saying the same to their mortal god-woken, but there can be only one. So make no mistake, dear Fane. The road to divinity may well mean the blood of those 6 traitors, but do not let that dismay you. You will save these mortals. You will save this world. You will save me, the last of your true kin. And you will become a god. Innocent child, do you think they are not being promised the same power by their false gods? Blessed fortune that I am here to protect you, to guide you. You and I are the last Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as you once did, and wield its most powerful spells.
Laughter rolls and echoes in...
You flatter me, dear child. But if all I had to do was give, we are I now. I shall teach you the spells you need to remember soon, but not before you relearn how to channel the source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek. They may be nothing but mortals, but like all mortals, they have their uses. Return to Rivellon. Once you have, return to me here. Alas, I am no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can,
but the links that will expand the bounds of your soul. You had forgotten how to view the world, my child. This will make you understand Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transient. Your vision has been restored, giving you the power to see spirits, the souls of dead mortals. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Good luck, dear Fane. Make me proud. Go now, my darling Fane.
A man's spirit stands before you, clad in scholarly dress.
Who has taken my books? My notes? They were here just... Sweet Armadia, why do you test your chronicler so? Am I cursed? Has the goddess turned her back on me?
The chronicler shudders, looking sick to his...
Again. This again. I sleep, then I wake, and when we were in Reaper's Eye, when I saw those tomes and scrolls, but the vision always fades. I'm just a remnant of the Emperor. Why can't I escape? Why is there never a way out? Me? I archived Rivellon's history. I used ink to immortalize greatness on the page. A lizard empress sought my services. She needed an ancient design restored from a damaged text. She told me the design was brilliant. When the armor was forged, the Empress showed it to me. If it wasn't for me, the armor wouldn't exist at all. This is... If I knew the way, I'd shout until every god heard me. But I have no idea.
The chronicler puts his head in his hands, collapsing. The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hold your head in your hands, rubbing what's left of your temper.
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? Indeed not. They're never more difficult when you've been purged. I was a master of Source once, but the river of my Source has been damned, so we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to... Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. Were the circumstances any different, I would indeed agree. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. Alas, I am. And we do not have time to nitpick morals. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just keep your eye sockets peeled. There may still be powerful
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts...
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Quirkus, what are you looking at? Egad, stop gawking at the shield. You ought to be quite used to such journeys into that... I read through some tomes I saw that cranky old lizard carrying. Some fascinating leads, but nothing like the power we need to stop... Our gargantuan friend is easily impressed. Wait until it learns that I'm a knight, a scholar, and... No, of course it knows that already, Quirkus. Yes, No, I most certainly do not. I owe our shield my life several times over. I hardly need to grovel. Now, if you're quite finished ogling your favorite long-legged scratching post, we need to get on and say...
Lucky find.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and...
Not much of a landlubber, but some...
Yes.
I've gotta say, I think what, this old gaggle of weirdos? My kind of salty old crank. She certainly seems to want to help us. You don't get many of those in life. I've learned to appreciate them where I find them. I don't know about home, but I do. When you have people like that around you, you know,
Speak.
The Meister sits slumped in her chair. You notice that some of her scales have dropped to the floor.
What news? Can you channel enough source? Are you powerful enough to proceed? Of course, my supply has rather gone up in smoke. You can find more in the cloister woods to the northwest of Driftwood. Hardly a charming place, but it grows nowhere else. Then why, pray tell, are you wasting both my time and your...
A dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
As the Magister's eyes alight upon you, they widen until they are practically bulging out of their sockets. One tremulous finger...
Ifan Ben Mezd is our living breeze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake. Who could forget? Best night's business the healer had in months. Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mezd.
She considers your offer.
How much?
The Magister grabs the coin and looks around shiftily, then turns back to you.
Get out of here. And don't let me catch you again.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.